Hi, I'm makeup artist Justin Time. Welcome back to Make Up Your Mind TV and this week's episode of Beauty News. Since we skipped a week, we have a lot to go over, so let's jump right in. The Oscars were about 2 weeks ago, and it was everything you would want from an elegant Hollywood event. There was so many philanthropic speeches, so much inspiration being given by the winners, by the presenters. It was absolutely excellent. Both Parasite and Joaquin Phoenix cleaned up with the awards, but let's get into what we're all concerned with, the red carpet. It was very hard to choose my favorites. I mean, everyone really showed out on the carpet. It was beautiful. Definitely satin was the skin tone theme, I believe, for just everyone going across. There wasn't anyone that was overly luminous. There weren't really a whole lot of makeups that were like super matte, with the exceptions of the one that were going more old school Hollywood period. For me, as far as makeup goes, I was obsessed with Zazie Beetz. You may know her from Deadpool 2. She's absolutely just a stunning person and just an amazing actress. I was very much into her look. It was a mix of kind of matte bronzes, a really just a smoky, smudgy black eyeliner in there, blended right up into the matte bronzes. It gave her a sort of sultry look that normally you would think would have like some shimmer in it, but doing it matte just looked absolutely so beautiful. Her makeup was done by Tyrone Machausen. If you want to follow him on Instagram, it's Tyron Machhausen, Tyrone Machausen. Definitely give him a follow. He does Zazie regularly. I've been following him for a long time. He does some very beautiful artistic and architectural makeups as well. Definitely one to follow on Instagram for sure if you're looking for inspiration. Now, as far as hair goes, it goes to none other than Regina King. I've been a fan of Regina King for a very long time. It's so wonderful to finally see her getting just the accolades and the roles that she has been deserving of for so long. Her hair was a blunt, new wave kind of bob. Excellent texture. It just really framed her face. It was absolutely beautiful. You know, we're so used to seeing Regina King with long hair. And then also at the Oscars, we do tend to see a lot of long hair, whether it be natural extensions or wigs, who cares? But Regina King this year gave us this just chin length, gorgeous bob. It was absolutely stunning. If you want to follow who did her hair, it was Larry Sims. His Instagram is Larry Jarrah Sims, LarryJarrahSims. Super into this bob for Regina King. I definitely hope that she books something soon that lets her keep the bob because it's so fitting of her. I'm so into it. You know, moving on to the honorable mentions, Lucy Boynton's Pearls in the Hair, done by Jenny Cho. If you want to follow her, it's Jenny Cho Hair on Instagram. Just a really nice part. It was just in gorgeous little pearls glued all throughout it. I saw that on her Instagram, which we actually then posted to our Instagram, that there was a mistake in the Allure article that she did where it credited Gorilla Glue for gluing down Lucy's pearls, when in actuality it was Gorilla Snot Gel. Gorilla Snot Gel is made for the hair. Gorilla Glue, or goo, is actually, it's super glue. You know what I mean? So definitely we all hope that nobody put super glue in their hair, that nobody would take that seriously. It's kind of surprising that Allure didn't catch that and question it as well. But, you know, when you look at the two names of the companies together as well as some of the logos and printing, they're just very similar. Lucy's makeup was also done by Jo Baker at Miss Jo Baker, J-O, if you want to follow her. It was, you know, they actually kept it pretty simple. They were really allowing Jenny to have a hair moment with the pearls. You know, Jo has become super well known for architectural, really artistic designs in her makeup, and Lucy is definitely one that likes to play. Keeping it kind of dialed back so that the hair could have a moment. It was beautiful. You know, I love the way these three work together. I think it's an amazing synergy that's created when the talent and the artist producing the glam can kind of work together to create something that everyone is proud of. You can just really see how happy everyone is in an inspired look. Also, Olivia Colman debuted a blonde pixie bob. Now, we're used to seeing Olivia Colman with a pixie. You know, it's very cute on her. She has those gorgeous big doe eyes that really just lend itself to the kind of whimsical curl that a pixie has. This year, however, she debuted a platinum bob, and her hair color is credited to her usual hairstylist, Marcus Francis, Marcusfrancis, if you would like to follow him on Instagram. And he also credited Jessie Stellar, that's Jessiestellar, hair, if you would like to follow her as well, on the hair transformation. So gorgeous. Now, bringing Oscars to a close actually brings us right into our next segment, trends for the spring. Now, this trend is something that I think we all noticed on the red carpet. It was by the one and only Miss Jane Fonda. Took time off from getting arrested for political stands that she's taking to attend the Oscars in the most elegant way. She switched from her signature blonde to silvery gray. It was gorgeous. I love that, a woman of a certain age feels comfortable enough to wear her silvery grayed hair. It looks so beautiful. It's so natural. I personally have always been a fan of gray hair. I can't wait for my hair to start to go gray. There's like one or two in the eyebrows and then one or two over here, so I feel like it might be a while before I go salt and pepper. But when it happens, super welcoming and very excited. I also think that this makes a statement going forward for women in cinema that it is okay to have your gray hair, that it is embraced, that it's beautiful, that you don't have to feel pressured into wearing a colorful wig or coloring your hair. And the trend actually carried throughout. The color transformation was done by none other than Jack Martin. If you want to follow him on Instagram, it's Jack Martin Colorist, JackMartinColorist. I spell these out not because I think you can't spell, it's just that things are often spelled differently on the internet, and for, whatever reason, a name might already be taken, so spelling it out just makes it kind of easier. Sometimes I forget. If I forget, it's because there's nothing wrong with the spelling, so you can just sound it out. It's fine. So, bringing into the next wondrous newly silver fox, Sharon Osbourne actually also debuted a gorgeous silvery mane this week. Again, it was also done by the one and only Jack Martin Colorist. He is definitely leading the trend in the new silver fox, or whatever you would like to call it. I'm sure it will have a new hashtag by tomorrow. I love it. I would call it, women of a certain age embracing the gray. It looks fantastic on Sharon Osbourne. We're so used to seeing her with, a wine color or a burgundy color for so long. Her embracing the gray, it just looks absolutely stunning. And she, is also a very strong, powerful woman. And I think that this will help to lead, just women and men in general to embrace the gray. Just love your hair, love what's happening to it. Of course, absolutely no hate for anyone that likes to color or dye their hair. Whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you feel your most beautiful is absolutely what you should do, and don't question yourself otherwise. Now, the next trend that we're going to discuss is something that's kind of been popping up here and there. It's transforming makeup. I don't have a transforming makeup product to show you, namely because I haven't been able to get my hands on one yet, and so far the only one I've seen is the Wired eyeliner from Urban Decay. You just simply apply it and it looks like a regular eyeliner. I believe that there's a plum, a blue, a green, and a black. And then I'm not sure if it comes with a secondary liner or if it's just on the other side, but it does offer a second liner to go over it with that then transforms your kind of flat color liner into a metallic. This is super, super neat. I'm very excited to see where this trend goes. As a makeup artist, I don't tend to like to work with products that change in their color or in their consistency. I also recently got to try a new formula by an unnamed line because it's super, super new, where it transforms from a powder into a cream shadow. And this is neat, I think, for people at home, just makeup lovers in general. A transformation makeup will be something really, really fun to play with. As a makeup artist, I'm not sure that I would put a transformation product in my kit. I want something that is going to maintain the integrity of the color that I need it to be. I also would think that perhaps transformation products could react with other skincare and or makeup products, or even things that it might come into contact throughout the day. If you use a transformation product on the face, what if it rains? Is water? I'm sure that these would all be tested, but I'm just like thinking out loud that I'm not sure I would want a transformation makeup if I were going to an event, or if my client had a red carpet or anything of any kind of importance. Maybe keep the transformation makeup to fun days and parties and things like that. Now the next trend that I want to discuss is mint eyeshadow. You may recall that I called this trend out a few weeks ago in a beauty news video. I believe it was the first one that I might have done for the new year. Mint is a beautiful color to wear as eyeshadow. It's one that definitely a lot of people fear because it is a little bit bright. A lot of people generally tend to not like to wear blues or greens on their eyes. It's just an intimidating color if it's not used correctly. And you know, if it's not used correctly, it can look kind of garish and awful. So you definitely want to think about what you would like to do with your mint before you go all crazy and hate your eye makeup for the evening. So I'm going to show two different ways to wear mint. Now, as I said, I called this a few weeks ago, and at the time we weren't really seeing a lot of mint as far as retail goes. Within that amount of time, Tom Ford, Lancome, and Urban Decay have all put out mint shadows as part of their spring collection or part of a current palette that they're promoting. For today's example, I'm going to use the Glossier Play Collection, their Color Slide pencil. This is a really nice gel liner, very, very long wearing. This color is called Early Girl. Now, one easy way that you can always incorporate a little bit of color into any makeup look is through eyeliner. Now, as you may recall, mint was very, very popular in the late 90s and early 2000s. We saw a lot of the it girls like Carmen Diaz and Drew Barrymore rocking mint in various blues and greens under their eyes. It was beautiful. So what we're going to do, since everything seems to be coming back, is going to take a little bit of our Early Girl . Isn't that nice? Just a little bit of outer liner. You don't have to make it go all the way, and you don't have to make it go inside. You can leave it blank. You know, it's just a very nice little bit of an accent piece. Another fun thing that I like to do with the Glossier liner is actually just to break a little bit of the tip off onto my hand. It creates kind of a long wear cream shadow. You know, this definitely wastes a little bit of product, so if you're not into wasting, and you could do this with any cream shadow. Just get a little shape in there. I feel like I'm painting a happy little tree. A little more extreme. One thing I like about working with creams is that you can really just take a lot of it down with your fingers. There. Beautiful. Easy. And you may be looking for something that's not quite as bright as this, whether it be you don't like to wear underliner, or if wearing, you know, such a bright amount of a mint on the eyelid is not really your thing, you can always try a shadow. For this, we're going to use an Urban Decay shadow called Shattered. This mint definitely takes on a little bit more of a blue. It's kind of a metallic-y satin finish. That's another really great thing about mint, is that that name covers a broad spectrum of blue-greens. There isn't really, you know, like, there isn't like a whole lot of names for that type of shade other than mint. So we're just loading up an Urban Decay dual-sided brush, and this is one of the ones that comes with their palettes. I'm not sure that Shattered is part of a palette. I have a single shadow version of it. Let's see, that's lovely. With glimmery stuff, it's fine to put it on the inside. Let's see, that looks fantastic. Just flipping it over to blend. See, it's not too much at all. And keeping it, you know, kind of below the crease also helps to kind of keep the makeup look a bit more natural. So as you can see, cream, powder, they both have a beautiful finish. These are just two very easy ways to wear mint without them looking very garish. Now we have two fun new product launches to talk about. Lady Gaga's Haus Labs has released a matte lip crayon set, and it actually comes in a classic style crayon box. I don't have one to show you, but you can of course Google it, and I'm sure billions of pictures will come up. It's stunning. I love a lip crayon. I actually have a lip crayon in my line Advocate. It's called Empower. It's actually my favorite thing that we have in all of the lip colors. You know, lip crayons, they're beautiful. They were definitely popular for a while. Tarte had a beautiful selection of lip crayons. For some reason, the general public has never really embraced lip crayons for being as wonderful as they truly are. You know, we have seen other versions of it, you know, from NARS and Tom Ford that weren't really lip crayons. They were more reformulated into sleeker packaging. Maybe the word crayon is something that people have a problem with. I don't really know. I love lip crayons. But Gaga's Haus Lab produced a beautiful set of matte lip colors that I'm very, very excited to try. Selena Gomez has also come out with is coming out with a cosmetics line that she announced about a month or so ago. She repurposed a different Instagram that I believe was for a tour or an album, both, I don't know. They repurposed it, and it is now the Instagram for her makeup line. So it's already going to launch with over 1 million followers. That's absolutely amazing. The line is to be called Rare Beauty. It's a line that is focused on self-help and self-awareness and self-love over the image that you present to other people. Definitely something that we need in the age of social media. Selena herself has been, you know, a long time victim of just media and just everyone desperately trying to have her picture taken, people making assumptions about her life, blah, 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 all of this during her adolescence. She definitely knows, I think, what it's like to have one version of you in the public that is written about, that's on the cover of magazines, and then to know who you truly are. This line is meant to promote the person on the inside that you very much love. I can't wait to see the campaigns for it. I can't wait to see the product. I definitely hope that the message of the line carries through into the line, just like with Advocate and the Gender Fluid Beauty and Beyond Binary Skincare. Always going to shamelessly self-promote whenever I can. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you like Make Up Your Mind TV, the beauty news, the product reviews, any of it, please hit the like and subscribe button if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're watching this on Make Up Your Mind TV, please leave us a comment, any questions that you have, and make sure to hit the like and follow button. My name is Justin Time. Thank you so much for joining us, and have a great day.